Machine Dragonair reporting in. Does anyone actually remember this guy? In case you've forgotten, a few years ago I did my first ever custom Predator, which I have named the Gucci Predator. Why? Because as you can see, he's covered in copper and gold. Personally, I think I did really good on him. One of my most proudest paint jobs. However, I do need to do a little bit of touch up on his back since some of the paint is rubbed off, despite putting some fingernail polish on there. But, oh well, a minor detail. That would be my cat, Soy Sauce. She's a little restless right now. But anyway, over the past few years, I have acquired quite a few AVP Predators. They're some of my favorite Predators in the NECA line. Excuse me. And recently I started thinking, what if I created a clan? Granted, I only have a few different Predators. And also, well, actually, yeah. Mostly some of them are Scar. And just a few of them are different. But I figured I could change them up enough to make them into their own separate Predators. And I thought, what if I gave them a theme? And there's Soy Sauce. Soy, I'm kind of recording right now. Thank you. So yeah, cameo by the cat. Cat cameo. But anyway, I decided to give them a theme and to, well, create a unique clan. Well, unique to myself. So I was thinking about it and I thought, well, I did Gucci in a metallic paint jobs, so why not call them the Metallic Clan? So, here's the second member of the Metallic Clan. Here he is. The second Metallic Clan member, Stag. Now, let me walk you through what I did with this guy. First, I removed the center belly armor. Yes, this is Scar Predator. Just to let you know. I removed the center belly armor and I added those deer antlers. I believe I got them from, I think a, a lighter. Yeah, I took them off of a lighter I found that had some soft plastic deer antlers. So I just cut the antlers off very carefully. If I recall, I even took the ears off. And I have been wanting to do this guy for a long time. I just never got around to it. Another thing I was thinking about how to do it, I was kind of thinking about how should I go about doing it. Maybe just straight super glue or hot glue. Then I had the idea, since I have some drill bits and everything, I drilled a small hole in both the holes in the helmet as well as the antlers. And I took a little metal rod, some bending wire, put them in there, super glued them to hopefully give a little extra grit. And boom. Let's zoom in here for a minute. I could have paused and zoomed in, but oh well. There we go, nice and focused. But yeah, I did the paint deco in a sterling silver. Then I thought, I wanted to have a little bit extra paint on him, so he's just not solid silver. So, as you see with the left arm, I went ahead, let's adjust the camera real quick. There we go. And focus. And again, Soy Sauce is restless. Now as you can see, the left arm is painted red. I did it in a berry wine color. The gauntlet is, I put a lot more detail on it. As for the shoulder armor, I like the black seeping through, so I just left it like that. And to further help break up the color pattern, I painted the blades. Let's see for a second. I painted the blades a nice black color. I licorice. I think it came out well, and they contrast the colors very nicely. I was thinking about painting the antlers, maybe licorice or berry wine, to give more color to the head, but I think it's okay. Now, I don't think I'm 100% done with this guy. I think I'm like 90% done with him. I gotta add some more touch-ups to his feet. Add some more silver as well as his belt. And I think I'm gonna paint the brown leather on his body. Yeah. I'm gonna paint them, something darker to contrast the pure silver. Other things I did with this guy, let's just zoom out for a second. There we go. I also took out both of his leg armors because I wanted to give him a lot more free mobility. Plus, I don't know why, but with the mass version of Scar Predator, I think I got like maybe 2 or 3 of them. His armor is very solid. I mean, it's just so hard to move. I think it's made out of a different plastic, which is weird because the armor for all the other predators, like Ancient Warrior, and for Celtic and Temple Guard, was a lot softer, easier, more pliable. And I thought maybe it was some sort of residue on the armor, so I went ahead and I heat up in hot water multiple times, loosened up. It was fine, but then it just when it cooled down, went back to being very stiff. So I just took those off, and I think it works out with his character. As you see, I painted the sheath of the ceremonial dagger berry wine as well. I think I might go ahead and paint the blade. I'm a little reluctant to paint the ceremonial blades on all these predators going forward because you know in the sheath it's a very tight fit already. It's got a pretty good fit to it already. So I'm worried about adding a layer or two of paint, a couple layers of paint, since the last time, well, my first attempt at coloring a predator, customizing, did not work out so well. But I think it's because I was using a weaker paint. I put on like dozens of layers of paint. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm reluctant. What do you guys think? Leave the ceremonial dagger as the one thing not customized, or commit to the custom 100%? You tell me. Now, a certain other thing you guys have witnessed or have noticed is that his left gauntlet is not Scar's traditional gauntlet. Story behind that, real quick. My first AVP Predator was that of a temple guard. I didn't take very good care of him, and I thought I could try customizing him. So I tried giving him a black and green kind of camouflage color scheme, so I called him the Camel Predator. But then I really didn't like how it turned out. I think it turned out good, but then I had other ideas. So I tried undoing my custom, and things just fell apart. So I ended up scrapping that whole Predator altogether, including dismantling the body. So now I have spare parts of armor and gauntlets and some weapons. This gauntlet blade here also is, well, that original gauntlet, I think. I think this is the original gauntlet. No. I cut some of the wrist blades off for one of them. I don't remember which one, but detail. Anyway, This blade was from that original Predator. Um, oh, no. This is from my other temple. Yeah, this is from my second temple guard. Um, I swapped them out because this gauntlet does not. Well, I think there's a little too much material on the inside of it, and I just couldn't find a way to clear it out. But then I remember for this blade here, I actually cut it. I don't know what happened to my other large. I think I still have the larger blades, uh, arm blades. I forget their name. Please, if you know the name, mention in the comment section below. But anyway, I cut these blades down to make them fit in the wrist for the wrist blades, and it was a pretty cool idea. It was, for me it was new, and I think I still have one, or I think I lost it. But anyway, a lot happened with that Predator, and some of his gear got damaged. I didn't take the best care of it. But anyway, I tried fitting other arm blades into this particular gauntlet, and they just didn't work out. So I went ahead and found this one. I put it in there, and it just fit. I just had to take off a little more towards the end, and now it's a perfect fit. Am I ever going to add a bigger blade to it? I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about it, but I have an even number of the bigger blades, and I kind of don't want to throw that off. I might do it. I'm not sure. Another thing you might notice, I don't know why it's being so fuzzy, but the little wrist computer top is bent and, well, warped. That's from me applying hot water. I think I threw it inside of a pot and heated it up and just kind of warped it. However, I like it the way it turned out because I could say it's battle damaged. And there is a story behind this Predator. When I'm going to be done with him and have the story actually written down on paper, I am going to go ahead and do a read through of this guy. But yes, all in all, I really do like how Buck turned out. I think I messed up on the blades while in between takes. There we go, that was just coming out a little bit. I might put something on there to make them stick in there. Maybe some fingernail polish to give a little more grit. But yeah. So like I said, I'm about 90% finished with him. And I'm thinking about giving him a plasma caster, a cannon. Because the idea with this guy is that inspiration for him is that he's been in North America a lot. He's watched a lot of big game hunters. He's watched a lot of deer hunting, and he kind of likes the idea of getting up close and personal. So that's why I gave him the blades. Or that another thing I'm thinking is that with his backstory is that his left gauntlet actually belonged to his father, who was a temple guard, and he carries his father's gauntlet as means of bringing honor to him. And I'm also, I'm trying to work out some ideas for Stag. Well, I'm thinking about calling him Buck. At first, his name being Buck, and then maybe later on, as he matures or something happens, he changes his name to Stag. What do you guys think would be a better name, Buck or Stag? I'm leaning more towards Stag. But yeah, this is my custom Buck / Stag Predator. And I think I will give him a shoulder cannon, because it would just make sense since he's inspired by hunters. So it would make sense to give him a gun. Well, that's enough for the debriefing for now. Turn in your field reports in the comment section below. Machine Dragon Arrow, signing off. See you on the battlefield.